This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Please make sure you check that you're not unsubscribed. Double check your notifications. And if you hit that like button, make sure that like button is hit, because these bad actors are doing everything in their power to stop more people from becoming aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Listen, CPI came in really low. Okay, it came in at like 0.2, which makes the annual inflation rate 2.3, which is relatively low. This is the lowest it's been since I think February of 2021, and the markets have responded. The markets are doing good. SPY is up, QQQ is up, Nvidia, AMD. I mean, the market's looking great. Now, you guys know that I don't trust any numbers that come from the government. I just don't. Do I believe this is the real inflation rate? It's possible. Do I believe it? No, I do not. I do not, because we seen last year where the government lied about the jobs report. They're allowed to like put out any information they want, because there are no repercussions if they get caught putting out false information. They might get, a bad news story, but that's about the worst thing that's going to happen to them for putting out a false narrative. When I go to the supermarket, I don't see prices being any lower. Maybe eggs went down a little bit, maybe. But everything else is just as expensive or more than it was in February of 2021. So while they claim that inflation has come down, I haven't seen it in the supermarket. And if any of you guys have been seeing cheaper prices in the supermarket, if you believe inflation is going down, please leave it in the comments, because nothing I've seen tells me inflation is going down, which tells me that these numbers are fabricated. Okay? Could I be incorrect? Of course, because I am not a fly on the wall. I am not at the conference table when they're putting these numbers together. But I live in the real world. I am boots on the ground when it comes to buying things in supermarkets and Target and Walmart. And the prices have not been going down. Things are just as expensive as they were in 2021, or more expensive than February of 2021. But like I said before, it's great for the market. It's keeping things running. I was able to close out some put credit spreads today because they were like 95% in the money. I mean, why would I hold them to make 5% more? That would make absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. So whenever my plays are 95% in the money, I get out of them. Even 85%, depending on how volatile I think the market is. Okay, if I believe the market is really volatile, if I'm up 85%, I get out the play. But when I'm up 95%, I'm out the play. I am out the play. That's the way. I'm a conservative investor. I really am. I don't do the day trading. I don't do all this other crazy stuff that people do. I am a very conservative trader. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that the CPI really came in at 0.2? And do you believe that inflation is only 2.3%, the lowest it's been since February of 2021? Anyway, have a great day. God bless. And I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.